Hello everybody. Today is day 37 on the Appalachian Trail. Last night, myself and Paris stayed at the Over Mountain Shelter, which was so nice. Just sat around for hours, taking in the views and enjoying it. But today we'll be hiking just shy of 10 miles into the town of Roan Mountain, Tennessee, where Keith, or Paris, has a brand new pair of hiking shoes waiting for him, since, if you saw in the earlier episodes, he ended up cutting the backs out of his shoes to relieve tension on his Achilles. But now that he's no longer having problems with his Achilles, he just thinks that's pretty annoying. So I'm sure his feet will be happy when he goes into town and gets those shoes. But yeah, it's gonna be raining off and on all day. It's about 40 degrees. Probably not gonna get the greatest views today, but that's okay. It's gonna be a good day. I gotta say, I might be the luckiest hiker on trail. Yet again, sleeping in has caused me to avoid almost all rain today. And I do know that bad weather is coming in the next couple of days, so will be continuous rain for the next few days, but I seriously might be the driest hiker on trail. Today is day 39 on the Appalachian Trail, and for the first time, I am holding the phone with my right hand. So enjoy this new angle. But yeah, today I'm hiking at least 18.4 miles. I stayed in Roan Mountain, Tennessee last night at the Station at 19 hostel, which was a very cool hostel located above a bar where they had some live music playing, and myself and Paris actually played a little set ourselves. I'm sorry I don't have any footage, but yeah, it was a great time in town. And like I said, I'm hiking today. It should be pretty beautiful weather, partly cloudy, a little sun peeking all day. Temperature feels great, and I'm just gonna see some very cool waterfalls today. So looking forward to it all. It's gonna be a good day. See that? Look what I just did. 400 miles on the Appalachian Trail. I made it to Jones Falls. everybody. Today is day 40 on the Appalachian Trail. Last night, myself and Paris stayed at the Moreland Gap shelter. And today, I will be hiking 14.8 miles to the legendary Boots Off Hostel, which I'm very excited for. And Paris is actually going to push on a little further for his biggest day yet, which I think he'll be doing 24 miles today, so that's pretty awesome. But I almost didn't want to mention it, so I intend on doing a challenge. After Boots Off Hostel, it is 40 miles to get to Damascus, and I plan on doing that in one push. So basically, I can do that tomorrow and show up a day before Paris in Damascus, or I could stay at Boots Off Hostel another day and show up the same day as Paris in Damascus. But I mean, it is so wild that I am almost in Virginia. Man. Standing in front of Laurel Fork Falls, which is the biggest waterfall I've seen since Amicalola. Pretty awesome. Hello everybody. Today is day 41 on the Appalachian Trail. And to celebrate my 41st day, today I will be hiking 41.7 miles to get into Damascus all in one push. Which means I'll be entering Virginia today, and that's incredible. And it also means I'll be very sore. So yeah, there's a few challenges out here that I plan on doing. I don't want to say all of the challenges I'll be attempting just yet, but this is my first major one. It's the Boots Off to Damascus Scramble, and it's, like I said, a 41.7 mile push, and that's just to get to the edge of town. And then I have no idea where I'm going to actually be sleeping, because by the time I get there, every hostel will be closed. So I'll probably walk a little past Damascus and pitch my tent, and then walk back in the morning for a nice little negative day. Yeah, I got to stay at Boots Off Hostel last night. So cool. It was one of the few hostels that I actually knew I wanted to stay at before the trail began. The shower was really cool. It was like a water bucket / pail that had holes punched in the bottom of it, and then you just turn on the hot water and rain down on you. Felt so nice. And they took me into town last night so I could fill my belly with some fast food and get my calories up for this big day that I'm doing. So it is going to be a good day, but it's going to be a tough day. A little bit of light rain right now, but that's okay because I only have another 26 and a half to go. So I'm more than halfway through my day, and word definitely travels pretty quick on the trail because almost everyone I passed today were like, "Are you the guy that's doing 40 plus miles today?" And at first I was really awesome, but now the second half of the day is turned into everyone that passes me or sees me is like, "Yo man, you need to stop hiking. It is a bad storm coming." So I don't know. Right now it's still not raining. I did take a look at a radar and I heard there's tornado force winds coming. So I'm definitely not going to do anything stupid tonight. And I'm not just going to be stubborn about it and keep going. But I don't know. Right now I'm still on the fence. I don't really know what's happening. I'm going to take a second lunch break at this next shelter. And I don't know, I guess try and wrap my head around what's going on today. Alright, I just stopped at the last shelter for a little lunch break, or snack break. I don't even know what meal I'm on anymore. But, yeah, it's still not raining, so I'm still hiking. And honestly, it was kind of one of those things at the last shelter. I was either going to stop there for the night, or I was going to push to Damascus. So, I still have at least one more shelter that I'll be passing before I'll be entering Damascus. And I will be stopping at that shelter for a final dinner break. But, yeah, I'm going in town, baby. All right. Under one of these rocks is a tin box with money and instructions on how to get the Sewatenejo. Alright, I just hit 30 miles for the day, so I've already kind of shattered my biggest day ever so far. But we ain't done yet, and I'm only a few minutes from taking my headlamp out because soon it will be dark. Hello everybody. Today is day 42 on the Appalachian Trail. Yesterday I did complete my Boots Off to Damascus scramble, which is a 41.7 mile push from the hostel just to the edge of town of Damascus. And then once you get to the edge of town, you got to keep walking to figure out where you're going to be spending the evening. So I did my scramble in 15 hours and 48 minutes, which put my pace somewhere between 2.6 miles per hour and 2.7. And that does include all my breaks, all my meal breaks, and all the times I stopped to film throughout the day. So I'm pretty happy with that, actually. That's a pretty sweet pace. That being said, I wasn't going for any records or anything, so future thru hikers, if you plan on doing your Boots Off to Damascus scramble, I definitely can be beat, and I sincerely hope that you beat my score. And if you do, it'd be really cool if you tried to contact me some way to let me know that you crushed me. So yeah, when I got into town, it was probably like 11:30 p.m. and the whole town was shut down. Everything was closed. So right in the middle of town, they have a nice little park area that actually has a shelter and some beautiful area for camping, but there's signs everywhere that say, "Do not camp here." And they seem pretty adamant about it. So I was thinking, I was like, and keep in mind, I'm exhausted at this point. So I would come in and go, what's the worst that's going to happen? If I spend the night in the shelter, they're just going to kick me out in the morning after I already slept. But then I was like, no, I don't want to give the thru hikers a bad name out here. So last year I actually section hiked into trail days so that I could get some sweet discounts on my gear for this year's thru hike. But I know that for trail days, they actually host Tent City at the baseball fields here in Damascus. So when I got into town, I didn't know what I was going to do. So I just looked up on my phone on how to get down to the baseball fields. And I decided to spend the night in this dugout, which happened to work out as a pretty sweet shelter. I gotta say, it's probably frowned upon that I slept in the dugout. And I was almost weary of even posting on YouTube that I did this, but I do want to remember this, and I'm making these videos for me as well. So I slept in the dugout. I'm sorry if that's not kosher with some of you, but man, it was a pretty sweet setup. I was pretty comfy in here last night. Anyway, I will be taking today off, and I'm also going to take tomorrow off so that my body doesn't hate me for that little challenge I just did. And yeah, once I'm done this coffee, I'm going to walk down to the center of town, and I think that's where the Hiker's Inn is located, so go check in over there and, I don't know, kick my shoes off and relax. But that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And also, check out my band, please.